Alrighty, hey ho everyone. We're just going to play. I don't know what I'm doing today. Just gonna play. I want to find the middle of this page. I don't think this page is square, but I forgot to bring my measuring device in here, so we're just gonna play. I did remember my compass. So let's do something with a circle. Do our compass like that, and then let's do half. Let's do that size. So let's do half that. Half that would be, no. Let's do this. That. Something like that is close. Let's do circles from there. Don't know what size circle this is. I just made it so that it's small enough to fit on this page. And we're just going to overlap. Whoop, 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 whoop. Just going to overlap some things. What am I doing in there? I don't have any idea what I'm going to do in here yet. But my pencil has gone loose. Okay, so I've made that. What am I going to do with it? We're just going to make ourselves some sort of mandala. Freeform. It's freeform time. I'm going to do this shape here. I like that. And we're just going to take what comes up and run with it. Let's go ahead and do these. Okay. I want to do something with this shape, but I don't want, maybe if I do something from here. Like that. Straight. It doesn't seem to be straight. Something like that. Okay. Something like this. My battery pack is getting hot. My goodness. Electronics do not like this heat. And maybe something here. Maybe to there. No, because that won't go there. Okay, so maybe something going this way. Okay, that's not bad. Going to maybe do something like that, maybe. Can you see that? Yeah, okay. I always get a little distracted when I sit in here. I'm sitting in my dining room, and we have a computer that runs all the time that just does a slideshow of random pictures from everywhere we've ever been, or not everywhere we've ever been. All of our photos that are stored on my son's server computer. Oh, I didn't bring a. Did I bring? I didn't bring my eraser. You guys, I didn't bring my eraser. Well, that stinks. How did I not bring that? Don't have any way to erase. Oh well. Can barely see it. It's fine. I want to do something else. Guess I'll do some more petals going this way. Like the petals. Petals are fun. We're going to start here. But anyway, the computer runs pretty much all the time. And it's just a slideshow running of all our pictures, various albums. You never know what's going to come up. They're random. They don't go one album after the other. They just, completely random. So one time I'll see there's a picture of my niece and my grandniece in a hot air balloon ride at Knott's Berry Farm. And then it changes to a picture of a close-up of the bells from our bell choir. Sort of an artsy photo. And then it changes to a picture of my son and my niece eating dinner on a cruise ship. I mean, we just have an assortment of things that pop up. Some are recent, some are really old. There's a picture from my front yard of when they were installing the artificial turf in the front yard. But because there's a fun slideshow in my dining room, it's very distracting. It's weird when you're having dinner in here because the person whose back is to the computer never gets to see anything, and everybody goes, "Oh, look, I remember that," and then by the time you turn around, of course, it's gone. So lots of church pictures, lots of fun memories from events. I want to put a finial up here. Okay. Is there anything else I want to do? No. I want this middle to be black with random, like, almost like stars, dots. Make them bigger than I want them to be. And then I'm going to color that in. Somebody at the front door. I think that's just the neighbor going to get the mail. Okay, let's color that in. I'm afraid to zoom you in much more because then I'll lose you. Because since things are not in the right spot and I don't have my ring light and I can't see as well here, there's just all sorts of things that are against me here. Don't know if I've told you guys on this video. I don't remember if it's this video or the last video. I've got this idea that I really want to work on. It's been so darn hot. And I have to figure out how to take you with me too, because part of it is going to have to be done outside. I don't know. I'm excited to go try it and do it, but I don't know how I'm going to get it done. That's an issue. I'm going to put another one there so that they're not the same. And another one there. I want another one here as well. I want more dots. Can always fill them in again if I think I have too many. But I can't add them back on if I don't think there's enough, which I think over here seems like there's not enough, but is what it is. Should I just tell you I really want to tell you the project I want to work on. Pardon for the sneeze. I really want to tell you because I keep thinking about it. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and tell you. Hopefully I get it done sooner than later and you're able to see it. Otherwise, you have something to look forward to. Eventually I'll do it. I bought these really inexpensive puzzles at the thrift store. They were having half price of their puzzles, and this particular thrift store already has a really low price on their used puzzles. And yeah, that was an insane price for puzzles. Got a bargain, let me tell you. Well, making myself a border. About that big. I found there's a girl, her name is Karen Puzzles. I don't know if you've seen her YouTube channel. If you haven't, I recommend it. Because I was curious if I could use an old puzzle and repurpose it and make my own puzzle, make my own design on a puzzle. I thought that would be fun. Recently, the last couple of cruises we went on, we've brought a puzzle with us, and that has been super fun to do. And I just wasn't sure if it's like physically possible to do. And apparently it is. You can use some spray paint and just spray that puzzle white and then do whatever you want over the top. And I want to try that. Make my own puzzle. I think that would be fun. Okay, so I've made myself a background. And when I'm all finished with this one, I'm going to go out and get my eraser and I'm going to erase my guidelines. But we're going to use this and put a black border. Just like so. But like this line here, you guys might not be able to see it, but it drives me crazy. The lighting is weird in here too. Because I don't have my ring light, which has a good daylight bulb in it, getting a weird color. My camera's not picking up the right colors. This is a bright yellow, not a kind of a dull yellow. And this is like a hot pink, not this kind of pale pink. So it's really weird. And I know the angle is weird for you guys. And I know you can hear my dining room table going creak, creak, creak. But it's an old antique table. Beautiful oak table from, I don't know. My guess is it's from at least the 1920s. Might be older than that. It's got those little, on the bottom of the feet, it's got those tiny, tiny little metal casters. So so it does have quote unquote wheels, but they're teeny tiny. I don't know if you guys watch any of those furniture restoring videos. It's something that people would probably refinish. This one is not the one we've refinished. We have two tables that are similar in style. I think they were acquired in the 50s, but I think they were old then. The first one we refinished we have in the kitchen, and that one was from my in-laws, and it had been their kitchen table forever. They bought their home in the early 50s, and it had been their kitchen table since they moved in. So it's at least from the 50s, but I think it's older than that. I think they bought it used or had it handed down to them used. I believe it's a 1920s or something table. And we refinished that one. And then when my husband's aunt passed away, they had nearly the identical table. And so we've put that in our dining room, but we have not refinished this one. So it has seen better days. Now I'm just going to sign this. Doesn't have a name. It just is what it is. Something like that. Get that out of the way. Do I want to do some shading? Yeah, I think so. But anyway, it's squeaky, it's creaky. It could use some refinishing. But it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I'd never think of painting it. Now, we have another set of furniture that came from my in-laws that we've never put in the house. They're just, the furniture is actually too big. It just actually doesn't fit in our house very well. And it's not really our style either. These pieces are older and more simple in style, more of like a arts and crafts style, round table that becomes an oblong when you put the leaf in. The other style that was in my in-laws' dining room for a very long time, and they bought it, I think, at a yard sale down the street from them, from a neighbor. Who knows how old it is, but I think that piece of furniture is actually from the 50s or 60s. But it is very ornate. It is square. It has the fluted feet and lots of carvings. It's not really our style. It's way too flouncy, flourishy, frilly for us. We have some friends, and it just doesn't fit in our house. It's just the house didn't really fit in their house either, but they somehow managed to make it go. It filled up their entire dining room. We barely had room for chairs around the edge of it, but, they wanted a big table where they could fit the whole family, which is cool. We just don't usually have that many people here, and when we do, we just split up into two tables, some in the living room, or in the family room, some in the dining room. No, some in the dining room, some in the kitchen at the two tables. Most of the time when we have guests over for meals, we try to have them during a nice weather. We could sit outside where we have lots more room. In any case, that piece of furniture is, I think, ripe for painting. It's just not. I think it would look good with a light color or a dark color deep in the carvings, and then a light wash on top so that you can really see the colors. I think that would look beautiful, but we'll see. Our friends have not yet said that they want it, and when they said they might want it, but they would want it painted, but they're not sure how they would want to paint it. And meanwhile, it sits in my garage. But that's okay. It's been there several years. It will probably be there several more years. first my son thought he might want it if he ever gets himself a house, but at the rate that home prices have gone absolutely insane and wages have not really increased enough, he's pretty sure he'll never have a home until we pass away and give him this one, because he just can't afford it. Don't know how people, really don't know how people manage to live nowadays. Oh, I forgot to bring my white pencil in too, so I can't do any highlights. Well, that's poopy. Okay, note to self, go get my eraser and my white pencil, or my white gel pen. This needs highlights. Yeah, it's tough for young folks to, especially in California, to afford a home. I mean, if I sold my home today at today's prices, I could not go where my son is living in the northern part of California and buy a home this size for this price. I would have to double. So let's say, for example, my home could sell probably in the 600s maybe, but there's no way I could buy a home for 600 where he is. Homes up there are $1 million plus, and it's ridiculous for tiny homes, teeny tiny homes, and they still need to be remodeled. Ridiculous. There's no way he's ever going to buy a home. When we bought this house 30 years ago, it was $150,000. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Anyway, that's enough rambling for that. I really would like some highlights on this, but like I said, don't have my supplies here with me. Got to go out and get some. I will see you on the next video, whatever that is, whatever day that ends up being. I don't really know at this point, but I will see you on a video. You guys go out and have a great day. Do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place, and I'll see you sometime soon. Bye-bye.